What's going on, everybody? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, it is once again story time with Aiden, and let me tell you, this is a good one, ladies and gentlemen. So once up in the sky was a lovely, beautiful looking hawk flying around trying to do its absolute best to dominate the skies, but it found itself in some very unforeseen circumstances and unforeseen territories. It came across a bull, a big, bad, mighty, angry bull that absolutely devoured that hawk into pieces. And that's what the Chicago Bulls did to the Atlanta Hawks today. I'm going to kind of do a little bit of these story times every time we do win games. I think they're quite entertaining, and I'm here to entertain myself at the end of the day. But that's what the Bulls did today, ladies and gentlemen. They walked into the Atlanta Hawks territory, they beat them with another comeback victory, and they walk away with a win, and that is great to see. But ultimately, there are still problems that persist with the Chicago Bulls. It's always nice to talk about a victory, which we will do, and I'm quite happy to talk about the positives of the game. There's still an underlying negative that is still there that we need to discuss as well. But before we get any further, if you like the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Bulls and their game today and your player of the game, and ultimately, where do you see the Bulls going from here? The return of Zach LaVine was today, and he ends up helping us get the victory as we win this game 125 to 113. Now, finally, the Bulls don't concede 120 plus points, even though I still think our defense was the biggest problem today. Regardless of that, we ended up dropping 125 points in our own right, securing the victory. Now, no one has said our offensive game was bad. I don't think I've heard anybody say it. It's been rather inconsistent, I would say, but still, when it's on, we are a delight to watch offensively. Today, we were a delight to watch offensively. Yes, there was a moment where we were down 18 points in this game. And in most games, look, I know we've come back from two of them with bigger leads than this. One of them with a 17-point deficit. 18's right about the middle of the park for us, it seems. But most of the time, you don't come back from games like that. And the Bulls have done it again. And it felt like we were going to do it the entire time. That's how I felt, at least. I didn't trust Atlanta's defense whatsoever. Outside of Johnson, who has, I think, the most steals in the NBA at the moment, and he was stealing everything left, right, and center, which leads to, of course, a big problem with the Bulls' turnovers. They are just not a good defensive team. Trae Young isn't a good defender at the point guard position. They don't have great guard defenders. Obviously, losing to DeJounte Murray as well doesn't necessarily help in that factor. Clint Capella's a solid center in terms of the defensive end, but he's relatively undersized, and I think that played a factor in its own right as well. It led to the Bulls being able to come back, because Atlanta just gave us the opportunities to do so. But our offense, what I liked about it, super well balanced today. I mean, I want to take you into a picture of the stats, ladies and gentlemen. Let's dive into those stats and see just how consistent and so well-rounded it was for everybody. So, we will start off with the one and only. Let's quickly move to the Bull side of things. We don't need to see Atlanta's stats. My phone is acting up on me. But Zach LaVine, the return of Zach LaVine. He had 18 points and 7 assists. Patrick Williams comes in with double figures, 10 points, 7 rebounds and 3 assists. Vucevic with a double-double, 18 points and 12 rebounds. Kobe White, 18 points with a big second half, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. Josh Giddey, gritty for Giddey, 13 points, 7 assists and 6 rebounds. Ayo, off the bench. This is the type of game I love to see from Ayo, by the way. 19 points in the game, 4 assists and 2 rebounds. Jalen Smith with 10 points. Dalen Terry with 9 points. I'm pretty sure even Julian Phillips came in with 10 points as well. Again, it's just so well-rounded. The bench produced, the starters produced, everybody contributed to a game like this. You know what? Everybody contributed in that last game as well, where we dropped 99 points. That was well-rounded scoring-wise as well. The problem is we didn't have enough scoring. Not only did we contribute in this timeout with a whole bunch more scoring, but guys like Zach LaVine coming into the fray, as well as improvements from guys like Ayo and improvements from everybody else, much more well-rounded, fun, entertaining game of basketball to watch. So that's the positives. I liked our three-point shooting. I liked some of the even I wouldn't even say, I want to say isolation, but the shot creation we were able to make from some of our guys, like LaVine and Kobe White, getting to their rhythm, getting into their bag a little bit, and showing what they're able to do on the offensive end. That was nice to see also. That was a big plus. And also, I really liked how we kept our composure in the fourth quarter. It was another big fourth quarter for the Bulls. I'm pretty sure we outscored them in the fourth, but let's double check that anyway, just to be certain. We don't want to give you false information out here. Let's take a look at this. It was a 35-15. We crushed them. So that's nice to see. It was almost, again, very similar to the last game. We got crushed in the fourth quarter. Today, we crushed Atlanta in the fourth quarter. I liked our composure, and I liked how Atlanta were just giving us the win in many ways. So many bad shots from the Atlanta Hawks in the fourth quarter. I mean, Trae Young, I don't know what it is about Trae Young and facing the Bulls. And look, maybe it'll come back to bite me next time we face them, but this guy has such bad shot selection in the fourth quarter of games and such bad shot selection against the Bulls sometimes. And you saw it in that fourth quarter. He was giving us the win in many ways because of that. I'm not saying he had a bad game. I don't actually know his stats. What I will say is he definitely helped us in that fourth quarter win the game. So thank you, Trae Young. And thank you to the Atlanta Hawks for having that bad fourth quarter. And I love the Bulls' composure. I love the offensive styles that they were playing in. I love the fact that everybody got involved. It was a good game to watch on the offensive end. We still need to address certain things, and those things are being down big again in another game. I feel like this is a trend that I don't want to see happen. Now, again, I'm thankful that we won the game. I'm thankful that we beat, 3 out of 4 that we were down big and we won. Maybe that stat's not accurate. I'm pretty sure we've lost big as well. Regardless, I don't want to be down 18 points every single game. And so far, that's exactly what's happening with the Chicago Bulls. We are going down big in every game, expecting to come back and win the game. And look, it's a mindset that brings you excitement because, again, you always love a good comeback. Everybody loves a comeback story. But at the end of the day, it's not consistent. And we will fall to it if it keeps on happening. This is a serious issue the Chicago Bulls need to address. And a lot of it does come down to, in my opinion, defensive effort. I mentioned it in the last video. All the reasons why I think the Bulls have sucked defensively. And all of those reasons persisted today, in my eyes. With a little bit of stronger effort on the perimeter defense, outside of that, I think we've really struggled defensively once again. And if we're going to continue to do that, we will go down big in games. And there will be some games we don't come back from that. It needs to be addressed. It needs to be sorted out. The Bulls need to work on this in training, need to work on it, and maybe it's a mentality thing. They need to work on that too, because I don't want to see this every single game. I would for once like to see the Bulls manage a game out once they have the lead from the very beginning of the game. I'd like to see the Bulls blow out a team at the very beginning of a game. These are the things I want to see. I don't want to see comeback Bulls every game. It's great to have it. The comeback Bulls are back. Let's celebrate, throw a party. You know, we could go and catch the Atlanta Hawks anytime we want. That's fine. We need to really address that, manage the game, and I guess play 4 quarters. It's the same problem, I guess. We're not playing 4 quarters of basketball. But the quarters that we do end up playing are great, and they're fun, and it's good. We just need to see it more often, I guess. Maybe that's too much to ask for. With that being said, my player of the game is going to go to the man that came off the bench today, dropped 19 points in the game. I think he was the leading scorer of all scorers here. I'm picking Ayo Dosunmu. I've critiqued Ayo a lot this season, and I think most of it is rightfully deserved. Just like I've critiqued Patrick Williams a lot, and I've critiqued our bench a lot as well. Today, no one deserves critique. That's how good of a game it was for the Chicago Bulls. The only critique is we kind of left it too late to come back. And we can't see us fall every single game and then come back from it. It needs to be addressed. But outside of that, in my opinion, when he does stuff like that off the bench, it's magical. And he was a big part of us winning the game. He made a huge and one towards the end of the game as well. That was big for us. I'm very happy with Ayo Dosunmu's game. He always seems to play well against the Hawks. This game is no exception. He's my player of the game. With that being said, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you for watching, guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a wonderful and safe day. Hopefully you enjoyed this game reaction, and hopefully you enjoyed the game in general. It was definitely a good one to watch. Like to see a little bit different things in the next one, though. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care, and peace.